Hello and welcome back to the longest show on TV. I'm Will McLaughlin.
And I'm Charlie Medeiros, rookie, anchor, and loose cannon.
Wait, Charlie, I was kind of the loose cannon part last semester.
Real maverick, that's me.
All right, well, I guess welcome back to a brand new episode of MMTV. Charlie, you have to say it with me.
I don't want to.
Can we just do the intro now? So, Charlie, do you remember when Charlotte was over in her corner and she tried to convince everyone to join MMTV?
Who's Charlotte?
Exactly. Well, it turns out it worked. Maybe a little bit too well.
Oh, you're talking about all the new segments we have.
Yes, indeed I am. For the second semester, we've got pretty much an entire overhaul of the show. I mean, a couple segments stick around.
Prem's Recipe is still around, right?
Oh, well, yeah, Prem's Recipes is still around.
Thank God.
But other than that, most of it is new.
Like what?
Well, I don't want to give anything away, so I won't.
Oh, okay.
But there's a lot. Let's not get that confused.
Yeah, 17, right?
Yeah, which is something that I've been having nightmares about.
Well, that's cool.
It is.
Well then, let's go to Emma Spitz with Question of the Week and Kaylee Zuko with the new student interview, and also a new segment, a sports update from Kyan Riska, also a movie review by Diego Smeraldo.
Well done, Charlie.
My superstition is that I don't go outside after midnight.
Even though I'm the pumpkin man, I don't believe in superstitions.
I always make a wish every time 11:11 shows up on the clock.
I don't believe in superstitions.
Okay, so when I serve in tennis, before I hit the ball down, I have to bounce it and then hit it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't really have any superstitions because it's kind of an outdated thing. Like, our parents had it, but what kind of evidence do we have to support it?
I don't believe in that kind of stuff.
I just don't walk under ladders.
Before basketball games, I always fold my socks over halfway. I don't know why I do it. There's no special reason, but I just feel the need to do it before every game.
I don't have any superstitions.
Yo, what up? So, any superstitions, if I'm picking a plant or cutting some wood, taking something from the earth. I like to give something back, so I'll take out a hair and yeah, because if you take something, you should give something as well. That's just how it is.
My name is Kyan Riska. I'm freshman year. I was old when I first walked in, but I don't know, it has a lot more space and more freedom than I did in the middle school. No, not at all. Probably gym, because I have a chance to talk to a lot more people, because there's 40 kids in my class, and there's a lot of upperclassmen that I have a chance to know now. I do cheer. For the games I've gone to, they're actually really close in scores, so it's pretty good. It's been rough, just I switched friend groups, so making more friends was difficult, but I eventually got there.
Where are you from?
Sandusfield.
starting to really think about how long the show is going to be.
Yeah, it's long.
What are we, 3 segments in?
Yeah.
It's 14 more?
No, that's not the way to look at it.
Wait, what?
It's not 14 more. It's 14 more.
Either way you look at it, it's 14.
Yeah, but you don't sound like a loser if you say it the other way.
Fair point.
You should be happy. Your show's growing.
Well, it is, but like, would you be happy if suddenly you adopted 17 kids without a choice?
I don't think those two things are comparable at all.
Well, it feels like they are.
And that situation doesn't sound that bad. What's 3 more kids?
Wait, what?
What?
Did you just infer?
I don't know what that word means.
Yeah, well, yes, you do. You absolutely know what that word means.
No, I don't. I'm stupid.
Fair point.
Hey, let's change topics.
Okay.
You know how the segments are fun and all, but for some reason they're shot outside of the library and have this weird editing done to them?
Yeah. That's kind of the point of the...
Well, what if now I told you that we have a segment without all that garbage?
Well, it seems like a rude way to phrase it.
Something to tell you.
Is it that we now have a segment
It's that we now have a
things?
segment with all of that garbage taken out.
Okay. So a live segment.
That's a great word for it.
Thank you.
So, for the first time ever, we now go to Arthur Labrie for a live international sports update. Take it away, Art.
The 100th season of the NFL finally came to an end, and the Kansas City Chiefs are your Super Bowl champions, and Patrick Mahomes is the Super Bowl MVP. Pitchers and catchers are reporting to spring training on February 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. On February 4th, the Boston Red Sox traded all-star outfielder Mookie Betts and starter David Price to the Los Angeles Dodgers in a 4-way trade. Then yesterday, the Twins backed out of that trade, so the trade is now off. Alex Ovechkin is 2 goals away from joining the 700-goal club. In the NBA trade deadline was over on the 6th. There was plenty of crazy trades. The All-Star draft was Thursday. The All-Star game is going to be on February 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be Team LeBron versus Team Gaines. NASCAR is now back, and the Daytona 500 will be on February 16th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. The U.S. women's team dominated Costa Rica on February 3rd in a 6-0 victory in the 2020 Olympic qualifying tournament. I would like to congratulate my old school. The boys indoor track team went undefeated and won states on February 4th. Next up, we have a very short music podcast of review from Leo Kavanaugh and the interview by Bradley Daniel.
Hi, my name is Diego Francisco. I'm here today with
Angel Cotto
and Gilbert Casey.
Our topic today is, do you believe that Kobe should be the official NBA logo? Me personally, I do. I believe that Kobe should be the official NBA logo. I believe this because Kobe has done a lot for the youth, and especially for the players of today, like Kyrie Irving, Luka, and other NBA players. And all the accolades, I just don't see why not.
I agree with you, but you also have to look at how his stats line up. He was an 18-time All-Star, a 5-time champ, an MVP in 2008, a 4-time All-Star MVP. He was one of the best, most inspiring players in the league. There's no way around it. I think Kobe should be the logo.
I agree with your point, but there are way more players in the NBA who are more capable to be the logo. In terms of stats, like Michael Jordan, who has a resume of 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, a 5-time regular season MVP, and a 3-time All-Star MVP. I do understand Kobe's impact around the world, and especially in the NBA, but I have to respectfully disagree that Kobe should be the logo.
Alright, that's it for today. Looks like we ran out of time. Tell us if you think Kobe should be the official NBA logo.
Go.
The reason I started playing basketball was my dad was a basketball player, and just from a young age I was around it and I was interested in it, so I just started playing it. Basketball is not the only sport I play. I play a lot of sports in a more organized form of them. I've played soccer, baseball, I've rowed crew, and I think that's about it. But in just recreationally, I play lots of different sports. The person who inspired me to play basketball is mostly my dad, and he's like coached me my whole life. But I take inspiration from different parts of many athletes' play, like people in the NBA and other sports leagues. What challenges me in basketball is changes a lot. You know, there's always a variety of different challenges in any situation, and you know, be it on or off the court. So I think that changes. I feel like for my basketball skills, I'm best at handles, like dribbling. But you know, of course, you have to be good at everything, so like shooting and all of that.
It's music. I'm your host, Filth, and today we're going to look at the 2017 album by Thundercat, Drunk. Thundercat is a bassist and songsmith that has been signed to Flying Lotus's record label Brainfeeder for some time now. He's always had a very consistent style, or as the French say, vibe. He had taken a break from album work for a couple years to do session work with artists like Kamashi Washington and Kendrick Lamar, among others. The best thing Drunk is going for it is its aesthetic. Every song is a telltale sign of Thundercat in one way or another. For a great example of this album's sound, go listen to the track It has these crazy fast bass arpeggios and fast grooves. It's almost psychedelic. But the downside to this album is just that most of the songs are pretty forgettable. I listened to it last a few days ago, and most of the songs I just don't even remember in the slightest. But even with this, it's balanced out by some of the songs being downright, amazing. Highlights being Lava Lamp, Them Changes, Walk On By, Friend Zone, and which I mentioned before. With all this, I'd probably say the album is a 7 out of 10, but it's probably closer to an 8 than a 6, in all fairness.
Wowee, sports. On Monday, there is girls basketball at Wacona. On Wednesday, there is boys basketball at Hoosick. On Friday, there is boys basketball at home versus Mount Everett. And on Saturday, there is girls basketball at Greylock.
The Chorus is hosting its annual Valentine's Day Cabaret on Wednesday the 12th. The show will be at 6:30 p.m. in the cafeteria.
Wowza! Starting after February break, there will be a new system in place for dropping off students. Students who are dropped off before 8:20 a.m. will now be dropped off in the Moneybrook parking lot and walk up the hill. Now we check out the new video game review from Tex Espinoza, the makeup review by Samantha Goody, and the new This Week in History by Cameron Lucci-Decker.
Welcome back to Game Review with your new host, Tex Espinoza. For this week, we have chosen Grand Mountain Adventure. This is the perfect game for when you're feeling the need to go skiing, but you don't really want to go outside. The game was created on January 22nd of 2020 by the company Toplava AB. It is a skiing simulator where you can choose between whether you want to use skis or whether you want to use a snowboard. The game itself has very simple mechanics, with the left stick moving you left, the right stick moving you right, and pressing both of the sticks allows for you to jump. The game has many different challenges, such as basic turning exercises with many different difficulties, free-for-all skiing or snowboarding, and a challenge to see how far you can jump. The game itself is very interesting and somewhat calming. There are different chairlifts that you can ride in order to get to different challenges. And when you complete those challenges, you get ski passes, which allow you to unlock new chairs, new challenges, and ultimately they can unlock new mountains with even more challenges and even more fun activities. For my final analysis, the game itself is fun and interesting with simple mechanics and an aesthetic look. Overall, I would give this game a solid 4.5 out of 5 stars. The game is free to download on the App Store, which I believe is absolutely worth it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Make sure to tune in to see what game we choose.
Welcome to the first video of makeup reviews with Samantha. So today we're going to be reviewing Kylie Jenner's lip gloss on her high gloss line. This one is called Clear. So first, looking off at the packaging, it is so gorgeous. I love how Kylie is reflective and the lips are really gorgeous. Has the ingredients on the back. It's super cute. So I got this for $16. I got it at Ulta. So this is the lip gloss itself. I love how it says Kylie. It's super cute. The pink really matches. It looks gorgeous. So let's first try it on. Alright, so the applicator is pretty big, but I think that's pretty good. It looks a little bit thick, but not too thick. I think it's going to be really good. First impressions, it feels really soft to the lips. It feels really good. It also tastes kind of good. So my last thoughts about this is, if you were asking would I recommend, 100% 10 out of 10 recommend. If you're comparing it to the Glossier lip gloss, I would actually recommend this more than the Glossier, and I've been using Glossier for a while now. So I really like this, even though it's a little bit more than the Glossier's $14. I think that 16 is not too bad for the quality of this. And I will see you in the next makeup review.
The book club meeting has been officially rescheduled for Wednesday the 12th during second lunch. If you read the book, unlike myself, please come and talk about it.
Ay caramba! The Senior Center will be closed again on Thursday the 13th. Seniors, feel free to locate to A19.
Psychology students are going to take a field trip on Thursday to Austin Riggs. If you have any questions about the trip, please talk to Mr. Leslie. Up next is the auto review from Max Sheldon, a segment about celebrity facts from Caitlin Fenley, a segment about coding from Mani Shahal, and This Week in Science, still by Kate Goebel.
Hi, this is Python programming with Maniraj. Python is a language that is composed of strings and integers. Strings are just lines of code made of letters, and integers are lines of code made with numbers. To use integers, you must only use numbers between 1 and 9. Some things I learned this week are how to make the program type your name and age by themselves, and even being able to repeat the names and age. You also don't only have to use names and numbers. You can have any word you like. In this first part, I will be describing and showing you the variables I'm going to be using for this set of code. The variables are fname, lname, age, and hours worked out per day. The three variables will ask questions such as what is your first name, what is your last name, and how old are you, as well as how many hours do you work out a day. For the heart of the program, I'm going to be talking about the highlighted parts. The first part introduces the viewer to the program, and it tells your full name as well as your age after you have entered it into the survey. The rest of the program uses if and else statements. The if and else statements are derived from your age that you've entered previously in the survey. The program will see if you are too young, old enough, or older than the requirements needed to do the activities below, and will also tell you whether or not you meet the standards for them. And that's all. Make sure to tune into MMTV next week for your weekly dose of programming with Python. Thank you.
Ah, shucks. Laser tag has been temporarily postponed. If you have any questions about the new date, please ask a member of the Student Senate.
Quick knife update. Liam has made the knife. Thank you, Liam. We have yet to set a time where you can give me the knife, but once I get it, I will host a live review.
Gee whiz, this is the last MMTV before break. You know what that means? No school. So cool. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you once again to Charlie for taking over as snippet writer. Now to close out the show, we go to Aaliyah Vargas with the teacher interview, a brand new installment of the Great Prem's Recipes, and what is tragically the final installment of the Lunch and Weather segment by Nick Barbieri. It will continue next week under the watchful eye of Kaylee Wickwire. Let's go to the clips.
My favorite part of the day is moments like these when I have students come chat with me about nothing in particular. I just had 3 students leave. They're the ones who interrupted our class, by the way, Aaliyah. And just chat about their day and what they're up to, how they're doing. It's just a lot of fun. Well, I started at Westfield State to do my undergrad, so that's where I received my teaching certificate in English with a minor in education, and then I received my master's in education at Lesley University in Cambridge, Mass. Do you really want to know? I started in 1996, right out of college. Yep. Oh, wow. Wow, that's really, really hard. I don't know if I could possibly come up with the fondest memory. I think most of my memories, the fondest, are just the relationships I've had with my students and my colleagues. Pick just one. There are just too many good things. Animal in my class?
Yeah, like a class.
Like a turtle or something,
Yeah.
or whatnot. Maybe this year. I've had classes in the past where I wouldn't dare trust something living in the classroom without me being in the room, so maybe.
Hello and welcome back to Prem's Quick Recipes. Today on this segment, I'll be making brown sugar tapioca pearls. The ingredients we're going to be using today is 400 grams of tapioca starch, 28 milliliters of water, and 200 grams of brown sugar. Now you can add 1/4 of the mixture of tapioca to the bowl. When the mixture starts to thicken, you can add the rest of the tapioca. After you've kneaded your dough into a ball, it should look like this, covered in tapioca starch. Afterwards, you can make it into long tubes and then roll it into little balls. Now that you have finished rolling out the little tapioca pearls, you can let them aside and wait till the next step. Now you're going to want to take your water and put it on high heat until it starts to boil. When it starts to boil, you can add your tapioca pearls and wait 15 minutes until they are done. They'll start rising to the top and turn a darker color. Now that you've finished boiling your boba, you can take them out and put them in ice water so that they can separate and harden. Now that your boba has sit in the cold ice water, you can add some honey to the mixture to sweeten the boba when you add it to the tea. Now that we have fully made the boba, you can set it aside and use it when you make the tea. Watch next week's segment to learn how to do that.
That's it.
You know what, Charlie? I think I've come around on the surplus of segments.
Oh, you like them now.
Yeah, I think it's good that we have a small army of clips.
Wow, that's some real character development. I'm proud of you.
And now I don't have to do as much work.
There you go.
Yeah, I think things might work out.
Well, let's wrap this bad boy up. If you want to catch new episodes of the show, you can do so every Sunday at 5:30 on our website, mmtv.us. Or if you can't work a computer, you can watch us on the same time at CTSB 1302.
And if you just have to watch more episodes, you can also watch our past ones on our website, which is, again, Charlie?
I forgot.
That's okay. I've been Will McLaughlin.
And I've been Charlie Medeiros.
And this has been MMTV. How long was that?
Like 34 minutes.
That's pretty good.